The story begins with Kyla asking James what he thinks about an outfit. She says it would look even better if James got it for her as a gift. She reminds him that her half-birthday is next week and begs him. James agrees, and Kyla thanks him, calling him the best. A friend notices James paying and asks if he's doing it again. Kyla explains that James is between jobs, so she's helping out. The friend asks if she picks up his tab every single time. Kyla says James is the kind of guy she never thought she'd have. She says her 15-year-old self would be mind-blown to be with him. The friend jokes she'd be mind-blown by the outfit's price tag. Kyla checks her phone and says her follower count blew up. She explains Genevieve tagged her in a post, but not her friend. James points out Genevieve now has more followers than Kyla. He tells her to step up her game on social media. They consider getting something to eat, but Kyla spots a store. She wants to look inside the thrift store for vintage items. James refuses, calling it old junk, and suggests something new. Kyla says a pop-up shop might be a good addition to her collection. James dismisses the idea, calling her keys old rusty junk. Kyla corrects him, saying they're vintage, not old. James insists they're a waste of money and wants to leave. Kyla suggests the arcade for games and pizza with Brian. James mocks the idea, saying they're too old for that. He says they should go to the pop-up instead. Kyla introduces her YouTube video with her friend Caroline. Caroline is a special effects makeup artist in Hollywood. Kyla says they have a killer video planned for the viewers. They admit they don't have anything planned yet. Kyla says they'll keep it vague and connect later. Caroline warns that it could be obvious to the audience. James interrupts, asking to borrow the Porsche. Caroline asks where he's going, since it's date night. Kyla says she made reservations, but James forgot to tell her. James claims he's showing off his new outfit to the guys. Kyla agrees to cancel the reservation reluctantly. James asks Kyla to take a photo of him with the Porsche. He says it will be great for his followers online. Kyla agrees and says she'll meet him outside. Caroline tells her not to take it to heart. Carolyn says it's sacrilegious for a monster flick to use CG. Kyla admits she came because the monster kills hot guys. She says those abs in the film are 100% real. Caroline sees James posing with Kyla's Porsche like it's his. She tells Kyla he doesn't love her for who she really is. Kyla says Caroline will tell her she can do better. Carolyn insists. They just need to fix the situation. They see someone who shocks Kyla, making her react. Kyla accuses James of lying about being with the guys. Genevieve says the other girl is prettier, richer, and more popular. Kyla hands over her Porsche keys in anger. Caroline tells Kyla to enjoy the horror show, meaning James. Kyla wonders what she was thinking about dating him. Caroline says deep down, Kyla knew James wasn't right. She couldn't even tell him about her vintage key collection. Caroline says now Kyla can be herself without dressing up. Kyla says she's getting DMs from guys who saw her break up. Caroline warns not to make it about James again. She says Kyla should find someone who likes her for her. Kyla asks how she can tell if they aren't superficial. Caroline says she has an idea for a YouTube experiment. She disguises Kyla as an ugly duckling and invites suitors. At the movie premiere after party, Kyla meets Theo. Theo compliments her, saying he worked as the props guy. They bond over their love for vintage items and thrift stores. Kyla says she collects vintage keys, and Theo likes old locks. Caroline interrupts, telling Kyla to remove her makeup. Kyla promises Theo they'll meet again. Then she meets Zach, a Hollywood actor, who flirts with her. He says she could have her own show, and she tells him about Kyla Stilla. Caroline pulls Kyla aside, asking about Theo. Kyla says James is here, and she wants to make him jealous. She calls it revenge, plus an upgrade with her celebrity crush. Kyla later reviews the footage with Caroline. Caroline asks why she's not posting the video yet. Kyla admits she wants to date both Theo and Zach. Caroline warns that Zach is just a rich, superficial playboy. Kyla says he's her celebrity crush, and ignores the warning. Caroline predicts it will end badly, but Kyla brushes it off. Later, Zach calls Kyla out for not dressing up. He says he can't be seen with anyone less than a 10. Kyla realizes Caroline was right about him. She tries to call Theo but gets his voicemail. She finds out a video apology to Theo is online. In it, Kyla admits she used to be poor and bullied. She says becoming pretty and popular made her superficial. She explains she wanted to upgrade after James cheated. She now knows what matters is finding someone who likes you for you. Theo relates, saying he was a nerd who reinvented himself. He agrees to give her another chance if she's honest. Kyla promises, and Theo gives her a cheesy My Heart gift. Suddenly, Genevieve appears with James, saying she's upgrading. She says James is a superfan, and asks if Kyla can blame her.